Whatever. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Doing well.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Okay, we will get started in a minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so let's go and start this course here. All right. Is that clearly visible to you?
Yes.
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 All right, excellent. Okay, so we will start now. It's already a couple of minutes past 7. So my name is Dr. Vinod Arya, and I'm your instructor for this 1342 course. And as you know, this is a 100% online course. And in this course, which is devoted to probability and elementary statistics, we will learn a few things in those areas. And the first thing that you will be able to do is you could explain the use of data collection and statistics as as tools of reach reasonable conclusions, recognize, examine, and interpret the basic principles of describing and presenting data, compute and interpret empirical and theoretical probabilities using the rules of probabilities and combinatorics, explain the rule of probability in statistics, examine, analyze, and compare various sampling distributions for both discrete and continuous random variables, describe and compute confidence intervals, solve linear regression and correlation problems, and then the last one is perform hypothesis testing using statistical methods. Well, in the beginning, these all sound to be Greek for you guys, but at the end of the semester, all these words will sound you very familiar. And again, the main purpose of calling this meeting is to give you some important pieces of information and some important details about the course and the help that you can get in case you run into a difficulty or issue, or if you have any concern about the course. Now, I won't be going through all of this. I will just maybe point out to important points. And the first important point is right here in italics. So it says since it is a 100% online course, the majority of learning responsibility and doing the assignment on time rests upon you. That means it's a kind of self-study type of course. Of course, I will be there always to guide you through the course, and I could certainly schedule one-on-one meetings, and I may have some general meetings on Zoom with you guys to address some of the important material. But again, most of the responsibility for learning the material will rest upon you. And for that, you need a dedication, concentration, diligence, punctuality to be on the track for getting good grades in this course. Now, if you find probably that you learn better in person-to-person way, this may not be the most suitable class for you. So just wanted you to be aware the nature of the class, okay? If you would write me one email every week to acquaint me with your progress or any difficulties that you might be encountering, that would help me to see where you are heading to, and I will try to see that you head in that correct direction in a quicker way. So key thing is just write me one email, a couple of lines. I don't want it to be 2-paragraph email, just a couple of lines. This is what I did this week, and this is what I find uh, comfortable to learn. This is what I'm having difficulty with. And if you have really difficulty, try to schedule a meeting with me on Zoom. There are a lot of other help resources that I would talk about when we go through the description of the course. Okay. So first thing that I would like to talk about is the announcements. So you see that there are already some announcements posted on your screen. You must have seen that already. So this is important because I communicate with you mostly through the announcement. So if there is anything new or there is any assignments coming, or if there is an extra credit issue or problem or anything like that, I will certainly be communicating with you through announcements. So that means that when you open the screen, um, you will see these announcements and spend a couple of minutes to go through these so that you don't miss any important dates or matters uh, without going through them, okay? So first thing that we need to know, what is the syllabus? So we can click on syllabus, and here is the syllabus. So this is for 2023. And again, as I said, I am not going to go through each and every sentence of the syllabus. I will just point out the attention to the direction which matters the most for you guys. So first thing is these meetings are on Zoom and only by appointment. So Monday 2 to 4, Wednesday 4 to 6, and Friday 6 to 8. So you can see there is a wide spread in terms of time and days. And this is just to help you to schedule an appointment. And I hope these slots will facilitate that for you so that you can easily do or schedule your appointments. If none of these slots suits you, you can always request me a meeting at different times. And for that, I will like you to send me an email or Canvas email, basically, because I only like to communicate via Canvas email. It is convenient, it is secure, and it keeps your privacy. I don't want to use Yahoo or Hotmail or email which comes out of the platforms, private platforms, because anybody can use those platforms, and I do not want to get your privacy and security jeopardized because of that. Okay. So here are some support browsers, and it's just for your knowledge, nothing to learn or mention there. Just you need to know where the information is. Okay, so if you want to get help with MyMathLab, which will be an important tool for you to do the assignments, quizzes, exams, etc. If you need help, it is, this one is okay, no problem. We have other place. So I will fix it. And then for Canvas, the good thing is you can contact them by phone, and that is the phone number. Okay. So you can use that phone number directly and contact them. For My Math Lab, you have to contact them via an email, or they have the chat option, but they don't provide you with a phone option. So that's what you need to keep in mind. The distance learning, which controls the Canvas operation at campus, is through distance learning at the university, and that's their email. So you can just email if you have any concerns or questions about Canvas. Okay. Now, the goals of the course are here. So it will address the core objectives of critical thinking, communication, and empirical and quantitative skills, critical thinking skills, communication skills, empirical and quantitative skills. So definitions are given there. Again, I will skip them. You can read them yourself. Here what we will be learning and doing after the completion of this course are these objectives. So explain the use of data collection and statistics as tools to reach reasonable conclusions, recognize, examine, and interpret the basic principles of describing and presenting data, compute and interpret empirical and theoretical probabilities using the rules of probabilities and combinatorics, explain the role of probability in statistics, examine, analyze, and compare various sampling distributions for both discrete and continuous random variables, describe and compute confidence intervals, solve linear regression and correlation problems, perform hypothesis testing using statistical methods. Now, most of this will be sounding quite unfamiliar to you, but at the end of the course, you will be making sense of these different words that you see here. Okay, so now the course line is divided by week. So this is like first week, and these are the things that we want to accomplish. Mostly this is, of course, the mandatory meeting that we are doing. And then there is one homework, chapter 1, section 1, which is 1.1. And there is a homework in this week. Then for the next week, again, the assignments from different sections, and the entire semester is already outlined what we are going to do. Now, things that are highlighted in yellow or blue, like this or this, they are indicating the quizzes or exams. Okay. So like this is exam 1, and it will include chapters 1 and 2. Date is 9/20. Now, these are not written on stone, but we are quite firm about these dates. But if there is a necessity, we can certainly play with them by a day or two. Midterm exam, which will include chapters 1, 2, 3, is October 4th. Then second exam, which will include 4 and 5, 10/23. Exam 3, which will have 8th and 9th, that is November 7 or 11/7. And chapter 10 and 11 will be 11/28. And then the comprehensive exam will be on 12/6/23. So December 6th. Mark these dates because there is hardly any chance for you to get a makeup exam specifically for the comprehensive final exam, unless you have a really, unavoidable emergency or medical emergency or something like that. Then probably a makeup exam can be given to you, provided you give me the necessary certificate and documents. Okay, so we will have discussion posts, project, test, exams, homework, etc., etc., on which your grade will be based, and I expect you to do well in all those um, works or activities that will be assigned to you. Now, if you submit a home assignment after the due date, there will be a penalty of 20%. So I do not want you to get a zero if you missed an assignment for some reason that you did not foresee, or if there was some small situation you couldn't do it. But I should be informed quickly and prior to the exam, or no, prior to the homework, so that I could take care of that. Okay. So the activities for the course are projects. It will have 10% weight. Discussions, course evaluation, weekly reports 10%, online homework 25%, quizzes 15%, and there will be 2 exams, midterm and final. Midterm will be 15%, final will be 25%, so total will be 100%. So you know how the grades are determined. So 90% or better is A, 80 to 89 is B, 70 to 79 is C, 60 to 69 is D, and this doesn't exist for you guys. I don't want anybody to get an F that is less than 60%. Okay. This describes some university policies and procedures, and I will probably avoid going through this in detail. It is there, so if you are interested, you certainly can read it yourself. Okay. Now, we do entertain requests for disabilities accommodations, but it should first go to the disability office at the university. They will evaluate your disability and then recommend to me the accommodations that I will have to make, and I will certainly do that. Okay. Here, the Canvas accessibility privacy statement will be provided. I will go to that part in a bit. These are some legal requirements. They do not do much to your learning material thing, but you need to know. Course evaluation policy. So, oh wow, that's interesting. How did it turn upside down? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see if I can turn it around. Okay. All right. I will have to. So, plagiarism, online attendance, student evaluation of teaching effectiveness, web-based copying and plagiarism, they are all applied and part of this course. Inclement weather and online classes. So if you have inclement weather and we are doing online classes, so your classes will not be affected by inclement weather. We will be working from home. So you have to keep working irrespective of the inclement weather outside. Okay. Netiquette means you have to be nice to each other, not write any curse words or unwanted messages, exciting messages or something like that. And you have to honor the racial, ethnic, or genders of other peers in your class, and be polite in writing each other nice mails. Okay. Diversity tolerance policy. We know that we have people from different countries, different religions, different races, and we have to be able to accommodate uh, each of us in the class in a nice way. There should be no conflict or disruptions because of the fact that you are diverse and you come from one country, the other person comes from another country, you come from a race, the other person comes from another race. That should not be at all important for you in the class. Okay, this is the technical requirements. We will come to that little later. And this also I said I will come to later. If you want to find out the important dates for the fall, that means when you can withdraw, when you can do partial withdrawal, when you can drop, when you can do the withdrawal from the university entirely. All these details can be found at the registrar's website. So probably I think, so you can go to this website, and if you click on academic calendars, and here you can see fall 2023, and here is a complete list. We have full session, so this column applies to us. And we can find out whatever important dates you want to look for. They are all listed here. Okay. All right. Okay, so MyLab and Mastering is, as I said, is the tool that we will be using for doing all the homework assignments, quizzes, and exams. So we have to have, you have to buy the license to use the software. And I will certainly let you know briefly how you can do that. And then this is assignments, which will list all the assignments when they are due. So if you click on that, you should see that. So the assignments are listed here, for example. And you see the assignment and when they are due, like this one, what 1.2 homework is due on September 3. Total value of the assignment is 9 points. So if you do not submit the assignment on September 3rd, any date after that will bring a penalty of 20% on your score. So say you scored 8, then 20% of 8 will be 1.6. So you will get 1.6 less from what you have scored if you submit your assignment after September 3, and so on and so forth. So these are listed here. And then we will discuss modules. And this is the most significant part of the Canvas course description. Here you will find a lot of important things. Some of them I will discuss in detail. Some I will just skip because they are just for you to read. I don't have to add much to that information. So for example, this is the overview and objectives of the course. And again, you will read it. I'm not going to do that. How you navigate through the canvas. So you have different things like you see home, announcements, syllabus, modules, discussions, grade you are not seeing yet, I will post or open them for you in a few days. These are the Canvas help resources for a student, and there is a guide. So if you are having any question, probably you could take advantage of that. Or the other way is that you can call Canvas people and they will answer your question. Okay, here is the course technology and tools that we will need. So help desk, I already told you for Canvas. This is their number. So that's a good facility. You can just call them any time. It is 24/7. So if you have any difficulty with Canvas in its operation or it's not behaving, then you can certainly call this number and they will help you out. This is your help desk at the university. So if you have any problem with your computer or webcam, it is not working the way or it is not integrating with Canvas, the MyMathLab and Canvas are not integrating, probably this is the source you have to reach. Okay. Now, if you see that there are some issues with online course, you can always write uh, to this website and you can write down to the DLIT people and they will certainly help you out. Okay, that this is not running fine, computer is giving problem or Canvas is giving problem. So that is their job to take care of that and fix the problem. For MyMathLab, this is the website. So you can go here and as I said, as a student, you can either write them an email and they are quite prompt in replying, or you can have a chat session with them. That's not 24/7, but they are open for quite long time during the day. Okay. And this is distance learning. We have seen this. This is where you will uh, tell them any difficulties with Canvas layout of the course or integration of MyMathLab and anything pertaining to the running of the Canvas program. These are some legal requirements, the accessibility. So it is here, you can read it. It is just for information. There is not much I have to do in it. This is privacy policy. This is for MyMathLab privacy and MyMathLab accessibility. So these are some the things that are required by law, and they have to be here, and you should be aware of what they've been. So if you have some extra time, certainly go through these and make yourself aware as to what these policies include. Word processing package, Acrobat Reader, PowerPoint, antivirus. These are some normal things that usually you will already have on your computers. Again, the same things, but put separately. So I'm not going to open it. This is accessibility, privacy, privacy and accessibility. Now, one thing you should notice that as we progress through the description of the Canvas course and tools and other resources that are available, sometimes you will see that the material is duplicated, and that is done on purpose because when you are going through modules and you want to see something, which we discussed back, like you want to see the syllabus, but you are in the modules section here, you will see that I have repeated it again in the modules. And the reason for that is to save you time so that you don't have to get out of this screen, go and consult a syllabus and see what it is. It will be available right in the body of the modules. Okay. Okay, so this is the course overview. And it will be what we require. Prerequisite is MAT 1010. We require e-textbook with my lab statistics required. And statistics inform you decisions using data. This is the textbook which is required. And this is the ISBN number. Access code number is here. Now, if you really do not prefer hard copy of the book, the first part here which is required, that will do for the course, because you are getting e-text book and you are getting the software to solve your assignments, homework, quizzes, and exams. Okay. So if you really want a hard copy, you can buy it here by paying maybe close to a couple of $100. But in any case, even if you buy the hard copy, you still will require the MyLab software. So it will be more expensive. My suggestion to you is just go for this. Okay.
Can I ask a question, Professor?
Yeah, please do.
So I bought my book through VitalSource, and it is asking for an access code. So that's the access code that we put in.
If this is the one. Do you have an access code? Did you buy the access code with it?
No, I haven't bought an access code.
So probably you just bought the book, right?
I just bought the ebook through VitalSource.
Okay. Probably that will not give you the access to MyMathLab, because there is a separate access code for MyLab. So I don't think if you did you buy it used or something?
No.
It is new.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an ebook.
It's an ebook. Okay. I do not know exactly, but you can talk to the vendor who gave you the book or from who you purchased the book and see if they have provided you with the access code already. If not, then probably you will have to buy separately. But I couldn't tell you without seeing the book. Okay.
Okay.
So I was able to get onto Pearson, and what I did was that when I went to like the class dashboard,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to click open My Lab and Mastering.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you click it, they're going to tell you to log into an account, and then you create your account, and that's how you would like pay for everything. So we wouldn't really need the code because it was already linked to my name.
Okay. All right. See, you already got the suggestion, so you can work on it, because as a student, you can guide each other better, because your solutions and issues are quite similar. But I will talk about briefly how to register. But what she told, it's quite simple and easy approach to integrate MyMathLab or MyStatLab with Canvas, because we need both, and we need the integration of the two so that we could learn the material and we can also do the assignments. Okay. Who was it who told this way to get the connection to MyMathLab through Canvas? What
It
was your
was
name?
me,
Okay.
Nicole.
Okay, Nicole, can you do one favor for all the peer students? In the question and answers section, can you put these instructions in 2, 3 lines so that all the students could benefit from it? If
Uh,
not, go ahead.
Is it in the chat or where's the question and answer?
Okay, so if you go discussions here, this one, you see the discussions.
Oh wait, let me open because right now I'm not seeing. Let me
Okay,
see.
okay, do this. This might be easier. Just write an email to me using Canvas email and write down your directions, and I will do that for you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that will
Okay.
be, yeah. Okay, so this is my contact information. My name, don't use this email address. If Canvas email is working, just use that one. But in case Canvas has some problem, technical glitch or something like that, then you can use this email address. But never use the private platform emails like Yahoo, Hotmail, or something like that. I do not entertain those emails for privacy reasons because those are open platform and anybody can send an email in your name. And I do not want to lose your privacy or do something that might not be favorable to you. So make it sure that you use the Canvas email to contact me. Okay. So this is department contact, and this is the college or school of liberal arts and sciences. So all these contacts are given here. This is, we already talked about it briefly in the syllabus. So I have just put it back here so that you could see it without going to syllabus. Same thing that is from syllabus. Disabilities, we talked about it. Again, I have reproduced it here. And as I said, that disability accommodation should be accessed to me through disability office at the university. So because they have the authority to evaluate your case and recommend to me the suitable accommodation, and I will comply with that. Okay, there are some useful resources. They are not necessary parts of the course, but that may help you if you need some external information. So this is like career services, academic integrity, disability services. We were talking about that in a bit back. Financial aid. So if you are working and you need to go to any of these resources, you don't have to go out of Canvas. You can access all these resources right from modules section of Canvas or from your course description in Canvas. So that might help you in saving some time. So they are all listed here, okay? It's just for your benefit. Okay, again, syllabus is reproduced here so that if you are in the module section of Canvas and you want to quickly look on something from syllabus, you don't have to get out of this and go back to syllabus here. You can just get the syllabus right from here, okay? Again, this we have in syllabus, but I have put it here again so that you don't have to go to syllabus, get out of your Canvas module section. All those things we have seen already in syllabus, but they have been reproduced here to save you time. Okay, these are the help with Canvas and my lab state. This number you have seen here. We saw this Canvas student guide, and then we have distance learning at the university, which helps the student. So if you have some issues with Canvas, you can certainly get in touch with them. My lab support is given here. They have 24/7 customer support. They have 20, I don't know if that is true. I will have to double check. 24/7 chat, I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. But if it is here, that means it should be true. And then this is their website. So you can have, like for you, there are additional resources and help for instructors, help for students. So all the help things are available in this menu. You can pick up the one that you are interested in and you can get the necessary information. Okay, this is another way to register for my lab and mastering. So the steps are listed here. The one that Nicole said, I will put that also, but this is official publication from Pearson, and they give a step-by-step direction to get registered for the course. Now, good thing here is if you are waiting for your financial aid or for some reason you are tight on money, you do not have to wait to register for My Math Lab. What you can do is, it's right here. You can get temporary access by selecting the link near the bottom of the page. And what that does is it gives you 14-day temporary access without making payment upfront. But it doesn't mean that you don't have to pay. They have just delayed taking the payment from you by 14 days. And the time will not be extended. The money will not be reduced. It is the same money, but they will wait 14 days to take the money from you and let you use the MyLab 14 days in advance of the payment when you make it. All right. But this is a good option. So I think I should not be hearing that we couldn't do the homework assignment because we did not have access to the My Math Lab or My Lab Stat software. Okay. So get registered to this because you have to do one homework assignment this week itself. Again, reproduced academic calendar. So it should be here. And it is your calendar for full session. So you can use it if you want to see some important dates. You don't have to get out of Canvas. You can find it right here. Okay, so these are very important things. Maybe you can put them in a separate file, copy and put in the separate file, or you can print them and keep in front of you. So these are different resources. So here is the Learning Commons where you have math tutoring done. And I'm trying to get you the latest scheduling of math tutoring in the Learning Commons so that you know from what time to what time and on what days can you make the appointments with the tutors at the Learning Commons. Okay. Now, this is usually day to day. I mean, it might be running from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that. I'm not sure of the exact times, but something like that, maybe 4 days a week. Now, what you do for the other time, for that, we have this Brain Fuse software. And what does it do is when the help for help to get the difficulty and the questions resolved by a tutor in person, you can write an email with your difficulty and question to this Brain Fuse website or portal, and they will go through your question and answer that within usually within 24 hours. So you don't have to wait that long. The other benefit is that you don't have to pay anything for it. It is like online tutoring without paying anything from your pocket. And it is specifically useful if you are working, say, very late in the night, because some people work and they come back from school, now from work, and they start working on these assignments when all the tutoring and other helps are not available, and they get stuck in a question. So at that time, this is a very useful tool. You can write an email to BrainFuse people. They will solve your problems and send you the solution via email. So that will be
So annoying.
yeah. Okay, so
Kevin sat
yeah.
on Pace's head because Pace was sitting on the chair.
What I don't know. What are you saying? Are you talking to me? Okay, then third one is khanacademy.org. It's a very popular website which has lots of videos and examples which are free to you, and it covers a lot of subjects. So it's a good website, lot of examples, lot of good videos, and they are free in general. You may donate some money to them if you would like to, but they don't charge you anything necessarily. Then you can contact me via Canvas email. And then another useful source is discussion board, the one I was showing you. So if you are having any question from the course or homework assignment, you can put that question in the discussion question and answer portal, and one of your peers who might have done the question or who would know the solution to the question can answer you very, very quickly. This is the quickest way to get the answer. And you can help other peers in the same way. So if you work as a team, you will all benefit. And this is the portal to do that, to work as a team to solve your difficulties and problems from assignments and other things, And you can set up then Zoom meetings with me, and you have to write to me a Canvas email to set up that meeting, and I will put you in a slot that will be mutually convenient to you and me both, and then we can discuss your problem. Okay.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Sure, Carol.
Okay, so we need to purchase the Pearson, right, in order to have access to the homework.
Yes, you need to.
So I'm sorry. So I'm having kind of difficulty trying to register because I go to where it says modules, assignments, questions, and everything. I pressed my lab and mastering. And it says open my lab and mastering. I click that and it gives me like basically to register. Is I click on student and then register, and it's asking for like a code, a course ID, or it just says find your course to register.
Okay. Course ID, you should normally not need it. And course fee you have to pay, which is whatever it is, you can pay it through credit card or you can use PayPal to pay the fee. However, as I said, if you are tight on money or your financial aid hasn't come, you can start working on MyMathLab software and you can pay the money 14 days later. So they will give you 14 days time to use the software without paying money. It doesn't mean that you don't have to pay the money. Yes, after 14 days, they will ask you to pay the money, or they will just block your access to MyMathLab. And the worst part of that is that all your homework and assignments that you might have done will be blocked also. Even I will not have access to that. So keep that in mind if you are going for temporary access, which is not a bad idea to do, because I know how it is with us. We don't have money at some time, but that is not an excuse in this case for not doing the homework assignments, because they give you 14 days time without charging you any money. Okay. And for the other question, let us wait for the email from Nicole. And once that email comes, I will forward it to all of you. And I will show you another way. Let's see if we can do that. And if that works for you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay, here is a formula sheet just for you to, so formulas for the chapters, all the chapters here. So you can use this sheet. Maybe you can print that and keep in your folder so that it is handy, but it is right in front of you on the module section also. Here I have put, you will not be allowed to use that in the exam, but to solve your problems, I have put an electronic statistics calculator, and it has a lot of things that you can do. So it's quite powerful, and unfortunate part is I cannot let you use in the quizzes and exams. You can use them in homework assignments, no problem. But quizzes and exams are different things, because there I will be testing as to how much have you learned. And this will not let me have that assessment. Okay. It's up to you.
I'm
It's,
sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
So can we use a calculator at all, or is that a no?
Yes, yes, you will. You will be allowed a built-in calculator in the lockdown browser. So you can use that calculator. And then there will be StatCrunch, which also you can use for small calculations. So, but other than that, you will not be allowed to use high-end calculators like TI-92, TI-85 and all that. But you can use, I will let you use probably, if you bring your personal calculator, I can let you use until maybe TI-84, okay? But the browser that I will be using, lockdown browser that I will be using to give you the quizzes and exams, will have a built-in calculator also, which is just a scientific calculator. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Pearson register. Why did I calculate? Okay. Okay, you are done. Means I am registered. I don't know why, but anyways. Maybe they already have my code as an instructor. Okay, so here you will be told my lab and mastering is a little bit picky about how you put your answer in the answer box there. So you have to be careful, even if your answer is right. And if you have not put it correctly in the box, according to the format of my lab and mastering, the software will not calculate it as a correct answer, and it will not give you the credit for that answer. So here are some directions that you can read. So how you will enter the answer, how will you do the homework, test and quizzes. I will certainly advise you to go through these and make yourself familiar with the way the answer has to be inserted into the boxes in the MyMathLab software. Okay, this just tells you how can you be successful in online classes, certain pointers here. So it says, I will not read all the detail. You can read it yourself, but keep track of your schoolwork, be punctual, be ready for class meetings or Zoom meetings, designate a space and time for studying. And this is for home. Ask for help. This is for me. And I have been emphasizing that ask for help without any wait or hesitation. Because waiting or hesitating is not going to solve your problem. The best thing is the first moment you experience any difficulty or problem, get out and seek help and resolve that as soon as you can. Waiting will only damage your grades. The reason is more you wait, more work will accumulate on you. That is not waiting for you to solve the particular problem. So it will keep accumulating on you. And finally, in some cases I have seen, it becomes overwhelming and then it goes completely out of control. So we don't want to run into that difficulty, okay? Okay, another good pointer here for you, how much time you should study. Now, a lot of research has been done, and it has been found that for each credit hour, you should approximately be spending 2 to 3 hours, okay, a week. And so if you have a 3 credit hour class, as is our class, you should be spending at least 9 credit hours. And that means about 1 to 1.5 hours every day, counting 7 days. So that's not much, but if you schedule and organize your day in a nice manner, taking 1 to 1.5 hours out is not going to be disturbing your schedule much, but you have to be organized and you will see that it helps you a lot. Okay, just some guidelines so that you could get better scores in your class and get a good grade to get out of the class. Okay, so here is lecture notes. So to learn the material for the class, there are 2 ways I have done it. One is notes for each section. So this is chapter 1 and 1.1. So it is chapter 1.1 and second version. Don't worry about the third thing. It is 1.1, that is chapter 1, section 1. So if you click on that, you will see the lecture notes, okay? With examples and all that. Okay. So what I would recommend is read through them and take your notes and try to pay more attention to the examples. I have given you the answers, but think whether you would have been able to get the answer without looking at the answers that I have given you. See how it came and all that. So for other sections, you will see similar lecture notes, okay? So you can read them and you can make your small notes or flashcards if you would. And that will help you a lot, okay? So definitions, explanations, examples, everything is included in these lecture notes. Okay, so I will close it. And this is for chapter 1 only. And then I have just included it as a sample. I will include for chapter 2 in a similar way, and so on and so forth. And this is for chapter 2. So I will not go through it. Let it be gone. Okay. Now the second way is to go through the video lessons from the publisher, and they are included here. So if you click on them, you will see that it will take you to this page. And if you want to watch the video, say like I did that, so you can say section. Okay. So chapter 1, so pick chapter 1, sections, pick section 1.1, and say we want to watch the video. So pick video and say find now. And you see, here are the videos, and there are small lecture pieces here. And then there are examples. So for example, you can just say, and you can play this video. All right, so you got the idea, basically what you will get here. Now, my suggestion is do at least browse through one of these, either the lecture notes, if you like that way of learning the material, or you can watch the videos to learn the material. And the best thing is, if you have time and you have difficulty in understanding the material through one of the medium, say lecture notes, then you can watch the second medium, which is videos. So you can watch both of them. And these will be like your, these are something similar to your uh, in-person, face-to-face lectures. Here, these are like virtual lectures, but they follow the same pattern, material, examples, and all that, but they are through virtual means, not in-person means, okay? So one of them is must, you have to do it. If you do both of them, that's even better, because that will make you understand the material better, and that in turn will make you get better grades. But it entirely depends on you. If you understand the material by one way better than the other, just use that. It's your choice. But you have, I have provided you two options, and I'm sure that you will be able to understand the material. What are the third options? Anybody? How can you learn the material if you have difficulty? And nobody knows. Okay, you can learn it through help resources or me. You can make questions when you are going through these, and then you can consult with us, and we will certainly try to simplify the learning material for you so that you can follow. We can discuss that with you too, okay? So don't forget, there is quite a bit of help available. If you decide to use all the help available, there is no doubt in my mind you will get a really good grade in the class. This we have already talked about, so probably I can skip it. This we have already seen. Why it is getting repeated? I don't know. Okay. All right. So here, as I said, the material is divided into different weeks, and it is again in the module section. So this week, which is ending on 8/27, that is the current week, you have to do only one assignment, section 1.1 homework. And this Zoom meeting, we are already doing it. This is some helplines, what you should be completing in this week. Get a computer with a webcam, attend the mandatory Zoom meeting, read all course contents in Canvas course, the one that I'm going through, get access to my lab and mastering via Canvas. This is important. By the procedure described in course contents in Canvas, solve the mandatory quiz using lockdown browser, learn the material through the lecture notes and or videos and or PowerPoint slides for the section that you want to work on, do the associated homework assignments, use the help resources listed in Canvas in case of difficulty or question if needed. So this is just overview. What we are going to do, as he said, we will start on 8/21, week will go 8/27, and we will do just 1.1 section here, and it is due on 8/27. That is Sunday. Now, you will see that in most cases, the homework assignments, 1 or 2 or 3 in a week, I have assigned them to be submitted on Sunday. I didn't want to split the 3 assignments, one and then 1 day gap, then the second assignment, then 1 day gap, and so on. So I have not divided them according to that pattern. But what I am saying is that submit all the 3 assignments by 8/27 or the Sunday, or mostly it is Sunday, and that gives you flexibility. Suppose you took little longer in the first assignment, and I had a fixed date for that assignment, then next day it will go for late penalty payment. Late submission penalty. And in this way, you don't have that late submission penalty until 8/27. So you get 6 days full to do your assignments, and the chances of getting a late submission penalty will be reduced significantly. Okay. So it is not that you have to do all, just keep doing one assignment, second assignment, and if there is a third assignment regularly through the week. This is just for the case that you don't have to pay late submission penalty if you submit all the assignments by 8/27. Okay. So this is for your, okay. So here section 1.1, you have to read lecture notes, or you have to do videos 1.1, and you have to then do section 1.1. So to do this section, you have first to do one of these 2 or both of them, and then do the homework, and you are done with week 1 work. And then you will go on to the second week, and same logic and procedure will be followed, and you will do the same thing. Okay. And this is how one homework will look. Now, one important thing you need to notice is you see there is a question, this one, with a red side note, if you would, SW. And what this means is, this is an extra credit question in the assignment. It is worth 5 points. All other questions are 2 points, if you would see. So this is an extra credit question. And what you have to do is, SW means that you have to show me the work for solving this question, and then you have to scan it and upload it into the Canvas or send it to me via an email to get the extra credit. If you don't send me an email, I will just give you 2 points. No extra points will be awarded if you do it like a multiple choice question, okay? So you get full 5 points only when you submit a solution done by you separately, not using the multiple choice answer, and submit it to me by due date, okay? So this is important to make extra points. So you make 3 extra points for each submission. And if you have, say, 33, 34 submissions over the semester, that brings you about 100, if you do all of them correctly, about 100 extra credit points. Okay, so that's a big deal. So I just wanted to let you know. But if you don't want to do that, that's no pressure from my side on you. It is just a benefit. If you don't want to take advantage of it, that's up to you. And in that case, if you don't show me the solution, I will give you only 2 points if your answer is correct. Okay, then this is week 2, and again, same thing will be repeated. So probably that's where I should, I think, stop. And before I do one, I would like to do one more thing. How to make automatic appointments with me. So for that, go to the extreme left column, blue colored, and click on calendar. Okay, so this is here. And now you click on this. So this is not the one we want. So let's get rid of that. Okay, why this is doing that? Okay. Okay.
Professor, I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm trying to register to Pearson and it's asking for your ID number, your professor ID number.
The class ID number.
Yes.
Okay, why it is asking it? I don't know. Okay, I have to go to the other screen, and can you send me an email and I will reply it to you with the course ID number. Okay,
Yes,
can
sir.
you do that?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So anyways, what I was trying to say is it's not going to your class yet. I don't know whether I have the right calendar, but anyways, let me show what I wanted to show you. I will pick another class, say this one. So you will see similar thing on the right hand side. You click on find appointment. This is not your class, but your class will be seen here once we are on your calendar, and they submit. And you see that this calendar will populate like this. And now you have to make an appointment with me for Zoom meeting. Say you want to meet me on 25th, Thursday. So at 6:30, so you will click on this plus sign, and this will open this screen for you, and you can put your comments. I want to discuss this, or this is what my difficulty is. So you will put here and then click on reserve, and this slot will be reserved for you, and I will get the information that Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so is scheduling a meeting with me, and this is what the student wants to discuss with me, and I can keep the material ready to use the meeting time more effectively. If I know the question, I can certainly save some time to keep the material together. If I don't know, then it may take me some time to change from one software to another to find the necessary material. So that is it. And just one more time. Now here it is in the announcements also. So here are my notes. You are strongly advised to register for my lab and mastering through Canvas to avoid any difficulties in registration. Do not purchase the access code for my lab and mastering before attending the Zoom meeting on 8/21/23. And the reason is that sometimes in the past, students have bought the access codes from outside vendors online. And then those codes have given a lot of difficulty. They were not compatible with what our course needed. And it was a lot of difficulty for the students to return the code and get the correct access code. So I want you to avoid that difficulty. If you go through the Canvas, then you will not have any difficulty, because if your things are not correct, Canvas is not going to accept it, and you will not put your money in jeopardy. So that is why this suggestion is. And if you click on this, you will see the directions from the publisher as to how to register through Canvas code. So these are the steps here. You can follow them. But what Nicole told me seemed more straightforward and probably easier, but just try to see which one works out better for you. Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to discuss. If there are any questions, we have about 7-8 minutes, so let's do that.
So for the homework on Pearson, does it have to be completed all in one sitting, or can we like do half and then do half another day?
The way I have put there was a couple of options. One of the options was that you could stop your work in the middle, and then you can go and come back and restart the work, but that will not let you go back to previous questions. So for example, say when you were working at the 6th question, you wanted to take a break, you did that. When you come and restart, the first 5 questions will be inaccessible to you. So if you have left anything incomplete in any of those questions, you will not be able to complete it. Okay. The second option is that will not have that restriction, but the only thing is that you have to complete all the homework in one session. So that means once you start the session, you have to complete the entire thing. You can go back and forth and all that, but it has to be one session. So it cannot be something like this that you did 8 to 9 and then you took a break and then you came back around 5 p.m. and wanted to work on that. That's not going to happen. Okay, but you can start say at 9 and 9:45 you wanted to have coffee. You can go have coffee, 15 minutes, come back and start the session. But you cannot have a long break, because MyMathLab kicks you out, or the Pearson system kicks you out. It cannot be inactive for a long time. You know that, okay? So I have put for you guys the second option, because I wanted you to go back and correct any questions or complete any questions that you have already gone through, or you have let them without completing, thinking you will come back and do it. So you have that thing available to you. But a small restriction is you have to complete everything in one session. You can have some break in between, but not very long break. Is that clear?
So just to like make sure I get this, so
Okay.
we would have to complete it in all one sitting,
Mhm.
but we can go back to the other questions, correct?
Right.
And then I've used Pearson at my other school before. I don't know if you do the same, but like I know some previous professors, they let me redo the questions if I get it wrong. Is that an option here too? Or
The
no?
homework questions, I have no limit how many times you attempt them. So you can attempt them 10 times, 20 times. I don't mind.
Mhm.
And once you think you have gotten the correct answer, you can stop and your best score will be taken into account. So if in the previous attempts you did not get score good, but in the final score you got good score, I will take that into consideration. Okay. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Any more questions?
Yeah, I'm still concerned about the ID, the course ID.
Okay. I will put the course ID in an announcement for all of you. So if you need to see the course ID, just look for an announcement that should be coming back to you by tomorrow morning sometime, or if possible, if I get time, maybe tonight also I will send it to you. Okay.
Okay, do we have to buy it first, or do we put the code in first and then it'll lead to us buying it?
I think I would prefer if you start registering through Canvas course, and when you reach at the stage where they ask you to pay for it, at that stage you pay. You don't have to get a separate access code. It will automatically be taken care of by Canvas. So you don't have to worry about that, you are getting a wrong code or a code that is not compatible. And that's why I have been emphasizing always that register for my MATLAB through Canvas, because the possibility of getting a wrong code creates a lot of difficulties for you. And I have seen students wasting 3-4 days in just fixing that solution. If you register through Canvas course, that difficulty will not arise, because if there is anything wrong, you will not be able to register. And if you are not able to register, you will not have to pay. So your money will be safe. You don't have to run around to take the money. But registering through Canvas is not difficult. It's very easy. Okay. So here are only 3 steps that you have to do. So sign into Canvas, select any Pearson link, select the MyLab and Mastering in the course navigation, and then select any course link on the Pearson page. Okay. So just 3 steps, and in between somewhere, you will see a screen where they will ask. They have given the other option also, or procedure to use the other access option. There are, if you have an access code that came with your textbook or was purchased separately from the bag, from the bookstore, you can use that. You can use buying credit card. You can get temporary access. So this is another way to register for the class. Okay.
Also, one tip is that if you don't have a Pearson account, to use your school email, because that's how I automatically got connected with Pearson, because
Okay.
that didn't ask me for a code or anything, because I used
That's
my school email.
very good. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So please note down Nicole's suggestions. They are quite helpful. And this one, that using your school email helps you getting rid of that course ID requirement, is good. I like it actually. I never have used it that way, but that's a good help. And I think they know that if you have your school address, that you are genuine. Your email is there, the school email, and it is good in other ways also. Like for me, if I want to send you any private message or message to maintain the privacy, that's a better way to do it. I can use the Canvas, and I know that all the emails will be going through the school address that belongs to you. So the privacy will automatically be maintained. And that's a safer way to do it rather than using your yahoo.com or, hotmail.com or any other email address. So that's a good suggestion. Uh, yeah, okay. So all the best. If there are no questions, welcome to the class again. And I hope you do well in the class. Don't hesitate to ask for help and help each other by using discussion board. Give your suggestions, give the solutions of any problems that any of the other peer student is asking, and get um, the answer also from other peers in case you are feeling difficulty with something. So again, take care, all the best, and we will keep meeting. But if you want me to contact for any in-person meetings, Zoom is the option. And you can send me a Canvas email and I will schedule a Zoom meeting for you as soon as I am available. Okay?
Excuse me, I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
So I clicked on the homework 1.1 module, and it said this is what it says. It says that there was an issue opening your course. There may be missing or incorrect course information, or your course may no longer be available per the Pearson data retention policy. So
Okay, now you are registered through Canvas?
I made it a Pearson account, yes, but I see that they're talking about that there's a 2-week free trial in the chat, but I didn't see that option. Like when I registered for it during this meet, it kind of automatically took me to the $94.99 for the course or whatever.
Okay. But did you register through Canvas or not? That's a question I have probably.
No.
Yeah.
When I clicked my lab through Canvas and I did register, it's still showing me that.
Okay. I think I cannot say at this moment what is causing that issue, but my suggestion to you will be for these technical glitches, the best way is to contact my lab and mastering, help and support, and I have given you their address and where you can contact them because they can resolve the issue more correctly. Sometimes they have to transfer, access from one place to another. Sometimes if they are kind enough, they change the access code also to fit to the class that we are using. Wait for some time till you get the course ID through the announcement from me, because when you try to contact Pearson, so Pearson and then you can give them the course ID because they may want the course ID to resolve your difficulty. But in the meantime, I will go to my Canvas website. This is the one that is for students, so I cannot see what is going on. But on my Canvas website, probably I will be able to see what is the issue if I can figure it out, because I'm not a technically competent person. I have not been trained like that to resolve those technical questions, and I don't have an access or authority to do that also. If there are some things to be done within the My Math Lab to improve or correct your access, they will have to do it. Okay?
All right. I guess it just tells me to contact support. So I'll just wait for you to post the course ID.
Yeah, you should be getting it tonight because you would certainly like to work with it. So I will be sending you the course ID, and you are in 1342. Which section are you in?
Section 1.1 is the first homework assignment that's
No,
due
no, no, no,
Sunday.
no. No, I'm not asking that. I'm asking for the course. You have 1342 dash. What are the next four digits? Is it 0071 or
Yes.
00? Okay, all right. That's what I was asking. Okay, wait for the course ID, and I hope I will be able to help you. But if it is too technical, I will certainly direct you to the Pearson help, and they will help you pretty quickly. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Bring the Zoom up for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, just so I can help her. Sorry.
you can help her.
Yeah, I was gonna help Carol, so I didn't know if you were able to keep the Zoom going for just a couple minutes.
Oh, absolutely. You
Okay.
absolutely no problem.
Okay, thank.
Are you interconnected?
Yes, I'm messaging her now.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Sure. No problem.
Carol, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So the way I found it was like I clicked on assignments and I went to the section 1.1 homework.
Yeah, I'm clicking that right now and it's showing me the same thing. Like there was an issue opening your course and it just not popping out anything anymore.
Okay, so I didn't go directly to create an account at all.
Mm-mm. And then I tried going to my lab and mastering, and then it says open my lab and mastering. I clicked on that and it says to register, I need to either have I have two options. It says use an access code or use a credit card or PayPal.
Gotcha. Okay, so maybe when he has the access code up for us, we can put it in. And then the module says that there's going to be a link at the bottom for a 2-week trial. So maybe we'll need the access code to get the link for the free trial, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I should
think we
just
might need I think we might need the access code first. And then once we're good to go there should be, because it says that there's a link at the bottom for 14 days. But if you can't see it yet, maybe we need the access code first.
right. Okay, then that means just wait for the course ID or the access code, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wait until we have it in the announcements and then I'm gonna try it again.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, no worries. Are you on the student chat by any chance for our school?
I don't believe I am.
Okay, no worries. I'll just get your number then just to make sure we get it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, no worries. You guys have a good night.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
Thank you, Professor. Appreciate it.
No problem.